Scene, shot one.
And action.
I buy pork chops, hot Italian sausage, and ground beef. I season the pork chops and I put garlic powder on the sausages because they're already hot. I brown them in the pan with a little olive oil, and then I add the onions and the peppers. You smell that already. And after they sweat a little, then I add the garlic. Then I put the canned tomatoes and the basil and let that cook just a little bit. Then I add the tomato paste. I use the chicken broth to rinse and get all the residue out of the tomato paste. I season it, and the seasonings are 3 tablespoons of thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, maybe 1/4 of a cup of oregano, and just a little bit of basil with the tomato. The oregano, I cover the top of the tomatoes with the oregano. My sister Eddie's sauce is so totally different than mine, you wouldn't believe. She puts no oregano. She said that's pizza sauce. This is what I'm gonna add. Bouillon, the granules, because I don't put salt, and when you put the chicken bouillon, it gives it.
Right,
And that's probably what she's not tasting. I may also add some garlic powder when I taste it to adjust the seasoning. I'll tell you how sometimes I tell when my sauce is done. When I look in the pot and it looks like what little grease has risen to the top, then I think my sauce is done. Adjust the seasoning. That's my famous word. Adjust the seasoning. And we're making the meatballs now. We start with ground beef. You can have ground chuck, you can have pork, ground chicken, ground turkey. You can use any kind of meat that is ground. And you can combine, and some people do, but I just do beef. Garlic powder, lots of garlic powder. Lots and lots. You never can have too much garlic. Yay. Anyway, Creole seasoning. I use Italian breadcrumbs because it has some seasoning in it. Egg, and I put maybe 2 tablespoons of water to help with the breadcrumbs and the eggs to hold the meatballs together. I think some people, when they make their meatballs, they don't mix the meat enough. You need to mix it so it makes a smoother meatball and it holds together. I know you think this is a lot of garlic powder, but it's not.
It's a lot of meat.
It's a lot of meat. There's 6 pounds, almost 7 pounds of ground beef here. Almost a pound of grated Romano. I need the parsley and the mint. With this much meat, I probably would use 5 or 6 eggs. I didn't say that parsley that I put in here was 2 bunches of curly parsley. I'm gonna take a spoon and sprinkle the Romano cheese on top. But before I do that, I'm gonna turn the oven on and set it for 350. Now, the length of time, can't tell you. It could be half hour, 45 minutes. And I just look, and when the meatballs look nice and crispy looking, then they're done. Success. We're gonna make eggplant parmesan.
Really?
We peeled and sliced the eggplant, put it on a paper towel, and I'm salting it, and I'm gonna let it set, and the salt draws out the bitter liquid in the eggplant. You have to make an egg wash and the breadcrumbs with cheese, and put the eggplant in that, and then brown it in olive oil. Right. In this bowl, I have a combination of Italian breadcrumbs and panko breadcrumbs, and garlic powder and Romano cheese.
Beverly, you said combined breadcrumbs. What do you put
Romano cheese.
Okay, Romano.
But if it's called Parmesan.
That's my point. But Romano is the...
Hey, eggplant Parmesan. I wonder how come they say that. In this bowl, I put a little bit of cheese and garlic powder, and I'm going to put 2 or 3 eggs, and I'm going to beat them and put a little bit of water, and then we're going to put the eggplant, a slice of eggplant in this egg wash, and then we're going to put it in the breadcrumbs, then we're going to fry it, saute it. The last process after I do all the eggplant, I put it on a platter on paper towels to absorb a lot of the grease from the frying. Then I take my pan and I put sauce on the bottom. Then I put a layer of eggplant, and I put Romano cheese and mozzarella cheese, and then I just layer it one more till at the end I end with sauce and mozzarella cheese and put it in the oven. I do that about 325 till the cheese melts. I would say 20 minutes to 30 minutes, just watch it, and when the cheese melts. Oh yeah, that's good.
Finished product.
Here.